EA Sports. It's in the game.
Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey. I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a in jail I had. I make you cut off the think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check-in to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. For Mixon, a big jump up from year one. He had 1,168 rushing yards, good for fourth in the league.
Didn't fumble all year long as well, so ball security a big part of his game. But despite the fact that he was well over 1,000 yards rushing, I thought he was underutilized as a running back. He has the ability to catch the ball in the backfield. Cincinnati didn't throw it to him nearly enough to try and create some more plays for him downfield.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Dalton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Thomas Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No chance. No chance. Right here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the rush coming, and he's taken down. A Cincinnati native, Luke Kuechly, in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, it shifts past him. And shutting him off. Now open field. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining fantastic season. Over 1,000 on the ground, over 100 catches in the air. This guy can flat out do it all. And if they weren't worried about injury, he'd return punts and kickoffs as well. He's a dynamic player.
And those 107 catches, an NFL record for a running back. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Here's a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict. Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton looking deep downfield. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, 32 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Well, this offseason for the Cincinnati Bengals is going to be one of transition. Marvin Lewis, 2nd longest tenured head coach in the NFL, been with the Bengals since 2003, Charles. Let go on December 31st, Happy New Year, after a 3rd straight season of no playoff football. And he nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Over here.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10, Newton again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Newton now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here's Newton. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bengals will get the football back. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
368!
A fourth down gamble with Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Attention shifting back to Carolina as they come on. And not maybe running as much. What else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton and his running because they've wanted him to run the ball less in recent years. But what's that expression that Cam used? A lion's got to roar. Running the football is a part of me, and it allows him to feel like he's part of the game. Well, they've got to be more judicious about that. He just has to get healthy because he was throwing the football better than he ever had in his career. But I do think the injury changed everything for Carolina.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Thomas Davis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Second down, Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. To throw is Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen from 10 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, 2nd major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Paul Pauvin representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Strafin. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pauvin, though? Wins $100,000 for his efforts. Also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day. Unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pauvin. Way to go.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move, as that gives him a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Dalton, 1st and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Thomas Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Thomas Davis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Throwing. Dalton steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Luke Kuechly getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Newton to throw. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Dontari Poe in on the stop. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Andy Dalton. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to look deep down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bengals will get the football back. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Luke Kuechly in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Dalton. He's going to launch this thing. This is caught at the 20. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 43 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Newton now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore from 17 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. From midfield here, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We're good.
A handoff to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wes Horton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Here we go, fellas.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On 4th down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Andrew Billings coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, here's Newton. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton, and the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Passing, it's Dalton going deep. He's got a man, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 42 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Newton on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there.